Well, that was fucking cool, right? Welcome to Anime for Three. We got Krishan, Chris Easy in the house, and we got Amanda Aldag. She goes by Panda as well too. But and my name is Valentine. I forgot to introduce myself, but here we are. Anime for Three. You can count it 1, 2, 3. So we're here just to
Bruh.
chat, chit chat, talk, express, cry, argue, debate, whatever you may have you about anime. So I mean, I'll just go ahead and introduce myself real quick, and then I'll go ahead and pass the baton to my peers. Again, my name is Valentine. I'll go ahead and tell you how I got into anime was by just watching TV. Honestly, well, WB kids. You had your Yu-Gi-Oh, you had your Pokemon. Got into Toonami, and then started watching Dragon Ball Z, obviously, and then got into that Adult Swim, where you're not supposed to be watching, but hey, I'm gonna watch.
We
So
all did.
got into Inuyasha, got into a little Bleach, and then I found Full Metal, but I don't want to go there. So that's how I got into anime. So, Krishan, how did you get into anime? Or introduce yourself and tell us how you got into
Yeah.
anime.
I'm Krishan. They call me Crew. It was I don't know. It's a journey. I'm trying to think. I was a late bloomer on anime. Like I said, the high school clubs and stuff like that was like it was. I didn't understand at the time. Like they'll do the Naruto run, all that like through the hallways, and it was just like I don't know. But I really just started seeing like popularity and all that, and like some people would just post the like a fight scene.
Mm.
I was like, that looks interesting. And then finally, like, okay, let me just see, like, start with some of the best, that. So I was just starting with Naruto, and then I think Full Metal is when I actually started really liking like anime in a way, just
Full
like
Metal
because
got you.
that was like I was like I felt like a complete book, and like terms of story. And then once I got on Attack on Titan, it was over. That was still
End game.
it's it was like beginning and still after all the animes I've watched, it's still up there.
Got you. Got you.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, Amanda, your turn. Introduce yourself. Tell us how you got into anime.
Yeah, I'm Amanda. I don't go by Panda. Don't listen to that. Literally, nobody calls me that. Nobody. But I will take Manda. So I did not watch anime when I was a kid. I didn't get the early start
No,
like
no,
most people
no
did.
way.
I started a little later in life. Actually, after college, I was old when I started, but I was at a bar one night talking to a good friend of mine, and we always like gave each other different TV shows to watch because we both just were into weird stuff. And he was like, just listen to me. I know that you're about to freak out, but trust me on this one. And I said, are you about to tell me some anime shit? And he goes, Naruto. So lost it. Told him I wasn't going to do it. Later that night, got home, was a little inebriated, and I thought, why not? Let's turn on some
Yeah.
Naruto. I think I watched like 8 episodes that night, and then
Jeez.
the next morning, I wasn't doing anything, and I thought I'm gonna turn Naruto back on. And then I binged all of Naruto and Shippuden within like a 4 month period.
That's
So
insane.
needless to say, I got into it, and then I'm pretty sure I started Attack on Titan right after, and then Full Metal was third. So I just got all the really good ones out early. Been hooked ever since.
Jeez,
That's a
we
dope.
got a
That's a
couple
Yeah.
dope
of
journey.
weaves here.
I was like,
Uh,
does Avatar: The Last Airbender count as anime? Like I'm like
man,
cartoon
don't bring
versus
that to.
anime. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
Because I'm
not on a
like,
Are we
pilot.
starting that
you said
Not
already?
on a
no.
pilot.
I'm not gonna
That's
go
an
like you don't have to
argument.
go
That's an
details. But I'm
argument,
saying
brother.
Yeah.
like Dragon Ball Z. I remember watching that like as a kid. Like I started thinking about it, and then like Yu-Gi-Oh. You count that?
A
Oh,
lot of
okay.
people
So
don't
okay.
consider Pokemon as
See,
anime. Pokemon
yeah.
is an anime,
So yeah, I
a
watched
flat out
Pokemon.
anime. Yeah.
But Yu-Gi-Oh, I think now I think about was the first thing for, like which is crazy, like anime that I was playing in real life. Like I
Hmm.
was doing like what they were doing in the anime, but like in real life. Like we were having a little like roll up deck thing with the two like the placeholders for the
Bro,
cards.
yes,
And we were
yes,
having duels
yes. You
all the
talking?
time
You
in school. And
yes,
then I was like so lit about getting certain cards. And then like I would see it
bro.
on the show and I'm like,
Yep.
I got that card, Blue Eyes White Dragon or like all that. So
Get that shit in your wallet. Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I
Bro,
remember
maybe.
seeing those kids in school.
Oh,
I
she's the
I thought
popular one, guys. Just to
I
give you a
thought
heads
really
up.
nice things about those kids.
Mean Girls, right?
Yeah, at least
They had that
she's
on
the
their
popular one,
wrist and
guys.
they're pulling stuff out, and I'm like, that's really cool.
Mm.
She didn't think that, but she's being
She didn't
nice,
see that,
guys.
bro.
She didn't think that. She
You
didn't
know
think that.
what? I If I would have gotten into anime sooner, I probably would have been one of those kids doing the Naruto run down the halls. I do that now.
I don't think you run, but okay.
Okay, that's where we're going. Shots
but
fired. Oh
but
God.
yeah, those are my friends.
Yeah.
But no, appreciate you guys for introducing you guys and talking about how y'all got into anime. That's awesome. I really didn't know those stories, honestly. But I do have a follow-up question. So, why do y'all like anime? And I'll go with Amanda. I know we're supposed to go girls first, but listen, the way the video's working and everything, listen, we gotta try it differently. But Amanda, that doesn't go by Panda. Why do you like anime?
That's a good question. Probably just the characters and the way they're portrayed in the shows. Like they're so dramatized and everything is so exaggerated. And that's just not something that you see in a soap opera on TV. Granted, that's probably
Yeah.
as dramatized as it gets. But in the show, I just feel like you really can connect with the characters, understand the emotions more so than seeing
100%.
real life people on TV.
Oh yeah.
So for me, it's just the emotional tug, man. Really gets to me sometimes.
You're a crier.
Yeah.
No, only in fruits basket.
Well, that was a lot.
I
But
just let loose.
Krishan, my bad.
Uh,
Keep going.
No, that's all. That's all I had.
That's it.
oh,
Okay.
you sure?
That's it.
So Krishan,
Um,
why do you like anime?
and sort of like along the lines of Amanda too, like kind of that emotional part, but also like it feels like it's when you're eating like a new culture, it's like food, like maybe you move somewhere, like it's like expanding your palate is like what I'm trying to get at. 'Cause it feels like you have what you're starting with, like oh here's like some of the best like food or like best animes, and then it's like oh like from there there's like little things like genres. And so
Mm,
like I'm starting to realize like my top is starting I'm trying to get to a point where my top animes are getting almost by genre. And which I like is like it's not stale, it doesn't all feel the same. You know what I mean? It's like you have like now like the isekais like the funny ones and then like how I became a slime. Like you have ones where it's like there's different lanes that they're in. Obviously you have like the ones where the action and everything is like the main thing. Like, but I don't know, I really like how I can just choose different genres and variations of it and
yeah.
still consider anime still under that umbrella, even the movies. So that's where I like it.
That's 100%. That's 100%. And it's just like there's different shoes that you can kind of, I say different shoes. You can wear different shoes for to find different animes that you like. So all comes down to preference as well too. So that's yeah. I relate, my boy.
Yeah, we all
What
know
about you?
Val's preference.
Hey, 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 hey. Listen. Why do I like anime? We could address Amanda's little side comment before I got on the damn table. So yeah, I do love fucking shonen anime, and I only watch shonen because I need some action. I can't just there's some times where you can just watch a little, like she said, emotional tug and all this stuff. But like, I need somebody to be boxing. I need somebody to be dying. I need something. I just can't
We
can't just
throwing
all be
hands.
crying all the time and all this yada yada talking. But this is just a pilot. We don't have to. You see, we already debating, but we ain't even forgot the question. Why do we? Why do I like anime?
Yeah.
I mean, just like Amanda and Krishan said, like, there's different anime for different people, and you can really plug yourself in. And like, how I was saying, I love shonen. Like, that's my genre, that's my preference, as well as just coming to the storytelling. Like, again, I got into anime through Dragon Ball Z, and it was a lot of action and a little bit of dialogue. But when they got into that Majin Buu arc, it was very like it still stands in my head. Just how they wrote Vegeta. Like people think Vegeta's just like ego maniac, like he cares about himself, blah blah blah. But like there's little things where he was like, oh man, I have a family. Oh man, Trunks is my
Mhm.
kid. I need to raise him. Oh man, like I'm willing to
Yeah.
die for my family. I'm like nobody really talks about that shit. So I just noticed that like little things are like, damn, that's a different way to tell storytelling. Like we could box all day, but like you got to make me care about the character too. So I mean, yeah, I'm
Exactly.
all shonen and all that, but we do need emotion. So shit on Amanda earlier, but it's neither here or there. But that's why I like anime. I like that
Yeah.
storytelling, I like the emotions with it, and just that there's different genres. And I mean, as we go on, I'll watch the bullshit. I'm not saying it's bullshit. I'll watch the bullshit with the emotions and the fruits, fucking whatever. I don't even know what the fruits are
Fruits,
doing,
And the
no.
fruits.
but
Studio Ghibli,
right,
a
you know
lot
what
of
I
them.
mean. But
Oh, Ghibli. We need to get you on Ghibli.
so Grizel, we'll start with you though. What is your favorite anime and why is it the best? So it's two questions tied into one though. So what is your favorite anime and why is it the best? And we can pause. We can pause for you to think
No,
about it.
I mean, you can see the background, so
Oh, oh,
it's a
hey,
pretty
quick
easy answer.
trigger.
It's not. It's the world building. I mean, just off the rip, that was the one thing. Like,
Oh
you can
man,
get somebody to
bro, I
watch
can't wait till we
episode
start debating,
one.
bro. I
Yeah,
can't
you can
wait
watch
till we
episode
start.
one, and they're going to either like it or not like it. Like but they jump you in,
I
and it
agree.
makes sense. And then
Hmm.
like just like Demon Slayer, like that first episode's like I like
Yeah.
that pacing. Like let's get to it, and then like
They
and
traumatize you from the jump.
yeah,
It does.
I think
It
that's
does.
being a
That's a
man. This
that's
thing
a
if it
great way to
traumatizes,
put it. Yes, it does
Yeah.
traumatize you.
yeah, yeah,
It's
and
not for the weak-hearted.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And just the chess moves that the game like it
It
has.
does
It's
have.
like
It does. Mm.
it's I mean, Irwin, you can like whoever you want to choose, arm and all that, but just
Mhm.
seeing the chess moves and then rewatching it, the foreshadowing
Mm.
is from the first episode, like foreshadowed all the way through. I mean, like, and I need to rewatch Full Metal because I want to know if they had some of this foreshadowing. Because I mean, it's already great how it is, but like just that thing where you look back and like, wow, they really said this from jump, and like it makes sense, and they do. It's a lot. It's a lot, and I just like that a lot on it. It's just top, like action, everything.
I also think it's really cool how
Mm.
you said it, but I don't think you went into enough detail. The first time you watch it, because you don't know how it ends, you're just enjoying this
Yeah.
phenomenal show that was put together, enjoying all of the twists and the turns. And the second time you watch it, you're not watching it the second time. It's like watching a whole new show because you
Yeah.
notice all of these little Easter eggs and these triggers, and
Mhm.
you're rewatching. You're not
Yeah.
rewatching. You're watching an
That's a good
entirely new
point.
show.
I will not be
So
rewatching it, but I'm glad that you guys.
you said I'm traumatized enough. Good.
100%. But no, it really is. That's really a
You
good one.
you think you would rewatch it if there was a big time jump between, like how Bleach did, where we all kind of at the same time was rewatching Bleach because the new season was coming out after so many
Yeah, yeah,
years.
yeah. I mean, I think every good anime, especially shonen, they do the time jump. I think they did. I think they did a 3-year jump
Yeah.
for Attack on Titan. I'm gonna rewatch it. I say all this bullshit. I think it's coming out. The new season's coming out March something. I mean, I'll rewatch it. I mean, it's a great anime, just like you said.
Yeah.
So that first episode is definitely traumatizing. So
Yeah.
I'm
20
down
minutes.
to go down that roller coaster again for sure. Amanda, it's your turn. What is your favorite anime? Is why is it your favorite, or why is it the best?
I really struggle with this question because
Oh,
part of me wants to put Akame ga Kill right where it belongs. It's great. It's fantastic. It is a work of art.
That
Uh,
ending.
However, the ending. But that's not what I'm picking. I am choosing Bleach.
Hmm.
And if I could put a background up like you guys, it was supposed to be Katakura Town, but that didn't work out.
You
Yeah, it's
mean the
got to be
city that
Bleach.
got destroyed by Aizen? Spoiler alert. You talking about that city?
It's still there. They just moved it.
Yeah, that's right. They actually did fucking move the
Yeah,
whole
they moved
fucking.
the
They
entire
moved the
city to the Soul
to the soul.
Society.
Yeah, that's
And
fucking
everyone
Yeah.
in
wild.
it too. Everyone
Yeah.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it's got to be Bleach for me. Why? Why not? That's the question,
Oh
isn't
my
it?
goodness.
Why not?
What the fuck?
That is the real question here. Everything about it, I will say, hot take. I did not watch most of the filler. So if we're talking canon only, it's got to be Bleach for me. Just the everything, the character development, the storyline, the fights, the different worlds, like everything about the show. It was just never a boring episode. Even the most boring canon episodes were not boring. There was always something that was pushing you to want to watch the next episode, trying to figure out what Aizen was doing, what was going on with that, or figuring out why is Ichigo so much stronger than everybody else? Like, I need to know this information, and I'm not gonna Google it to find out.
I mean, that's for another episode, but I mean, we all
that's
know, Krishan and I know what others do, but we don't have to
that's
put
for
you on blast
another
right
time.
now.
Yeah.
We'll wait on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's for me. Bleach is just the entire package. It's a 10 out of 10. Canon specifically, 10 out of 10 for me.
Okay, wow, that's a good answer. I do agree with you. I
Yeah.
mean,
I don't know what I was
like,
expecting your top would
oh,
be.
oh, damn, were you expecting something different, Krishan?
I was just thinking like some of the shows that Amanda like would geek out on, and then like those are some of the shows I remember Amanda like reading manga on too. So it's like I was gonna say like Slime. I really thought that was like one of her tops for a while.
Slime is
Slime.
kind of fire, but I honestly thought she was gonna say Naruto. Reeling back in, but no, yeah, Bleach is a great answer. I mean, like you said, like even the non-canon stuff, like there was a whole arc about their Zanpakuto, and it was so fucking amazing how like they got, you know how the swords are like kind of people or whatever,
Mhm.
and they got to each sword has their own personality, and I love that they took that fucking approach to it. So yeah, Bleach is a
Yeah.
great one for me. You already know, I already fucking started it with it, you know what I'm saying? But it's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist, whatever you want. You could go to OG 2006, or you could
Wow,
go to
both of them.
the you could go to New G with the 2011 one.
Wow.
But both of them are great. But we'll stick with Brotherhood. Goodness, I don't even know where to start. The first episode, they gave great answers. Attack on Titan, Bleach, blah blah blah. Swords. You got swords in both of them if you think about it. Full Metal, it's homegrown, it's organic. You got two kids, that are even like they just hit double digits. The brother Al is only 9. Ed is 10, and he just lost his mom, and they're going through the whole spiel about, man, I'm trying to bring my mom back, and you just like, "Ugh, I don't know if you can, but he did it, and he did the whole science spiel. I'm not that big of a science guy, but they talked about human bodies composed of blah blah blah. I'm like, cool. And then they made it like they did the whole. I was like, hold up, the real like, I'm trying not geek out too much, but the real reason why like it's so good, like the equivalent exchange, like that theme throughout the whole show
Yeah,
is just
yeah.
it's phenomenal.
It's
For
like a
him
last one.
to he lost his mom, he's trying to get his mom, and they were like, nah, you can't do that. That's a sin. We're gonna still take something from you because that's a sin, but you still did it. So we're gonna take your brother's whole body, and we're gonna take your leg or your arm. And it was like, well, damn, I didn't know, blah blah blah. And then I was like, well, I want my brother back, but I can only get the soul, but I'm gonna give him my leg. Like that little stuff, and like, no spoiler. Well, spoilers. Like if you listen to this, first of all, we cuss, and I'll go back and I'll introduce this. I'll give you all the whole rules. We're gonna cuss a lot. I cuss. So if you 18 plus, you welcome. 18 less, I'm
We're
sorry.
gonna drink.
We're
Yeah.
gonna be drinking, and we might be talking heavy spoilers. So I mean, if you're not up to date with your current stuff, I mean, we're not gonna ruin. Like if it just came out this week or something, we're not gonna be like, oh my god, he died, blah blah. We're not gonna do
Yeah.
that. We're gonna say spoilers and blah blah. But I should have done this in the intro. But now we in it. But anyway, going back, going back to it, like, and even like with Mustang losing his eyes, like his sight,
Yeah.
and like it's just beautiful. And that's why like I just love that they stick to a theme all throughout. They're not losing like that baseline. Like it's just so beautiful, and it just branches out to different characters and different personalities in a beautiful bow, my bad. And it's just better. It's Brotherhood it did what Full Metal, the first one in 2006, couldn't do, which was like get that perfection and just keep with that theme. Because in the first one, like he loses his brother, and then Ed goes to a different world and all this jazz and everything. And anyway, I already gave my answer. I don't want to get into it. We can talk about another episode. But yeah,
Mm.
that's why I love Full Metal. I'll die on this hill. So if you want to see me, we gonna put our socials, we gonna put our little tags underneath this, or we'll do all that. You can find me, you can DM me. I'll argue with all. She's lying. I don't know why she keeps lying on this podcast,
She has
Krishan.
anger management
She has
issues too.
lied
Just
4 times
spoiler
already.
warning.
We're 22 minutes in, and she's lied 4 times.
We might have to put that little like lie counter on here. Ding,
Bro,
ding. Put like a cap emoji or something.
yo,
Like-
yo.
Okay.
Oh man. The next question is pretty much like to end it all in a like little beautiful summary, just like Full Metal Brotherhood did. Just a little plug in. But how did this podcast come to light? How did we come up to this idea? Why did you say yes to me to join me on this debacle for 2003? How did we come up with the name? All that stuff. Like, what are we doing here? So, either one of y'all can start. It's not really targeted for any individual, but we could collaborate on an answer and all that stuff. Or if you guys just want to, divvy up.
I'm going to start this one off. Why did I say yes? I don't know.
That's a great answer.
That's actually the
Uh,
truth.
That's
The
a
line
great
no,
kind of
answer.
I
stays
mean, no,
stays.
it's only partially the truth. It's only partially the truth. I'm just kidding. I'm also just kidding. I said yes. Val brought this to our attention, and I didn't even have a second to think about it. Instantly said yes. Mainly just because we have that, we have that group message that we're in. We have a small group of people that we can talk to about this. And like you have people that you can just casually talk about maybe the new episodes with or the real popular shows. And then you have people where you can talk about it with. And y'all know what I'm talking about. So for me, it wasn't even I didn't have to think about it at all. I knew that I was 100% willing to do this because I have so many conspiracies and ideas and things are all connected, and I have to tell someone about it. I have to talk about it. So
Mm.
yeah, that's gonna be you guys for me now.
Man, we'd love to have you, even though
Short stick.
Yeah.
I'm
Hell
kidding. I'm
no.
Okay. My feelings.
I would
Man, you can tell she be watching them those little emotional animes. She really no, she that was a beautiful answer. But man, wow, you can really tell she loves it. Hey,
yeah,
anyway,
that's her.
anyway. Oh, that's a great answer. Thank you.
Yeah, for
Thank you.
me, I would say like that. I think it's going back to like I feel like if you're a guy, you play video games. Like we would have these talks while we're like
Mm,
gaming,
mm,
and
mm.
we would be having these in-depth like we're multitasking. Like we're just saying all this stuff. Like, bro, can you just, or like, and it's just like evolved to me and Val hopping in Discord or like friends on Discord talking about it. But like we have those discussions anyway. But it's like I like to go back and now record it is awesome. Like it's a great idea, and I think it's like overdue almost because we have so many great debates and everything. Like all three of us will be out,
It doesn't get
and
recorded.
yeah, it doesn't get record. Like we're out like drinking or like just out somewhere, and we're just around the table, good friends, having a good time, and like us, we'll just bring up anime at other time, like bro, like and it's just nice to like be able to go back and be like our theories and like predictions were right because you're like, who said that? I think Val might have predicted it, but like now we have like a solid foundation and stuff. So um, even live reactions to episodes, I'm want to do that lane as well too. Just
Yo,
I
that's a
got
good
like a
idea.
I got like a flashback to Val's apartment once when we were watching the Naruto Sasuke versus Naruto fight at the first time,
Yo,
and it was like people were
bruh.
walking in because it was like a lot of people at their apartment they were walking in and out, and
A
so
side note, I used to
people would be
lock the
like,
doors
yeah, it
when I
was
watched anime in
yeah.
college, so
I think it
I'll
might have
go
been
ahead
me
and
to
put myself
roommate.
on
Yeah, so
blast.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think whenever he walked in, is like, what's going on? I was like, it was like the Super Bowl to us in a way. And so like to be able to
Brother, that
experience
was
this, it's like I'm so happy to like have it recorded. So
100% like that was a crazy time for Naruto. Like I wish you watched it live, Amanda. Like that was probably the most like iconic,
Are we talking about the
significant.
final fight, the
Yeah, and
Shibuya or
Shippuden. Yeah.
Shippuden fight? Shibuya.
Like Naruto and Sasuke fight, like we all knew it was coming, and like I don't even remember the episode number. I should remember, but like anyway, everybody was talking about it. We're just I hit up because I was like, hey bro, we gotta watch it, yada yada yada, and then we pulled up and started watching. And everybody started pulling up because last stage West bullshit, blah blah blah. I was like, man, I really want to watch this. But you haven't watched the fight?
No.
I'm
I'm
so
confused. I am lost.
So I so I stopped. I stopped right
so
before that fight
confused.
because
I'm
I didn't I
lost.
didn't want it to
I'm
be
lost.
over.
I'm
So,
lost. I'm
so I
lost. I'm
never
lost.
watched
That's
it
like
because
that's like
if I never watch it,
watching
it's
the whole
never
regular
over.
season of football and not watching the Super Bowl. Like
Oh
what?
my oh god.
Anyway,
That
My bad.
That's why it wasn't her top. You even said I thought it would be Naruto. She didn't finish it. That's why it's not her top.
my bad.
It's gotta
Yeah,
be.
I don't.
I'm sorry.
We jumped over you. You were defending yourself, I guess.
I'm sorry.
Because if I never finish it, then it's never over. And I don't want it to be over. I want Naruto to live on forever. And I'm not watching Boruto. I just refuse. So, yeah.
I will be. I would have. I'm gonna defend Boruto. I will defend him.
Yeah. Spoiler vowel.
So
Not too
spoiler
much on
alert.
the Naruto
Whole ass
slander
episode.
on this.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get shit
Wow.
on. But no,
That's interesting.
can't believe you haven't watched the fight. I don't get
How,
that.
how many other animes have you done that with? Why Naruto?
That's a great question.
That is a great question that I don't have an answer to. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't want it to be over. I binged it so
But you
quickly
know
in
it's
4
over.
months. It's not over because I never finished it.
That's
So,
like saying like you're not watching an episode knowing that you know a character dies because you don't want to watch it because it confirms that it.
That's I've stopped a show like mid finishing it because it had so many like people saying don't watch the season or skip the season. That's the only thing. Like a Tokyo Ghoul, I didn't watch the second season. I only watched the first because
Yeah,
everyone
bro.
said don't
Tokyo Ghoul
watch
is
it.
ass.
But everything else is like I finished it, so I was like, that's curious one.
yeah.
That's
Like,
wild.
One day I will. One day I will. Maybe I'll do a live reaction to it. I don't know. I mean,
wow.
oh, speaking of that idea, I'm so glad you said something because there's a lot of big premieres this year that we should
There is.
watch. There's a
There is.
lot going on around here.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like we could talk about this after, but I just want to, just to circle back to the question. I'm the fucking moderator, and we just went on a tangent, but it was a great question. Uh, bring us back. No, I do really appreciate both of you guys for saying yes to do this podcast. I mean, it was just a random idea, like Krishan said, and Amanda was hinting at, like like we all, or no, Amanda was saying this, like we have a group message where like we go in depth, like we Amanda is our theorist, if you want to say that. Oh, so she'd be giving her ideas, and she's like, "Oh shit, like oh fuck, this is connecting to this shit, and this is connecting to that." And I'm like, "All right, cool, cool, cool." And Krishan's, that researcher, blah, da 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 da. da. He's like, "I don't think so," blah 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 blah. So like, it's just so cool to like. I was just like, man, we should just like, we should just put a pot. I don't know if it's gonna go anywhere. Like, we don't know where this is gonna go. But like, I feel like we have such a great dialogue. We have a good relationship with one another where we're debating, it's not taken personal, and we're not like know it all about anime, right? Like we may butcher a name here and there, like we don't take it that serious, but like we appreciate what it does, like we appreciate what it does for, I say community, but like the community that watches anime, right? So,
Hmm.
and we just are just so fucking cohesive. So I'm just glad that we're doing this and we're just jumping off, and I can't wait to see where this takes. I mean, we're just gonna
Yeah.
be dishing this out every 2 weeks and we'll see what happens. But I think Amanda's gonna take us to that reaction, for these premieres that's coming up, because we got Attack on Titan.
Man.
What's the one that's coming out in April? Oh my gosh.
Black
Demon
Clover movie.
Slayer,
Black
Black
We have
Clover,
Clover.
Demon
Demon Slayer.
Slayer,
Demon Slayer's in
Jujutsu
April.
Kaisen.
Like
Just
this is probably the end of all of this, because But I say we're gonna keep on doing this stuff. The next podcast we do is probably gonna be, we're gonna choose an episode, right? We're gonna choose an episode. We're just gonna choose an anime. We're gonna talk about. We're gonna argue. We're gonna have topics. I'll be asking questions. We're gonna have it, an engagement, yada yada yada. But I say we tie that in next episode with a live reaction. That's neither here or there. Just throwing it out there.
that's gonna be dope for sure.
We'll throw it in the agenda. We'll put something together. We'll make it real nice. So
Hmm.
anyone that's following can enjoy the show along with us.
Hey,
What
hey.
which one are we on that we're all caught up on? I think like Bleach was the last one I remember. We're all at the same level for the same one right now. I'm
Hmm.
trying to think of one because My Hero, I'm starting to like more, and like
My
oh,
Hero's
Amanda,
fire.
you gotta get on Vinland
I don't think
Saga.
Amanda's caught up, and
You
I
need
think
to
it'll
get
take her a
Vinland.
No,
while.
no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. I'm only like 5 episodes behind of MHA. Vinland Saga, though, I'm pretty far behind. I haven't watched any of the new season, nor have I watched for To Your Eternity.
And
Yeah, that
I got my own.
yeah, and these are the credits right now. I mean, To Your Eternity is kind of fucking ass, and everybody's
Bro,
giving Boruto all
this
this
is like the
shit.
Boruto. This is like
it?
worse than
Everyone is
Boruto,
giving
bro.
Boruto all this shit, but nobody wants to talk about homie
This
that
is
lives
crazy,
so many lives and so many bodies and blah blah. Nobody want to talk about him. Nobody's talking about him.
bro. He started off so good. That was such a
It started
great
out great.
idea.
Oh, you know what he's doing right now?
Damn.
You know
That
what
man
he's doing
is.
right now?
He's building a village, right?
Yes.
That's
He is destroying buildings and recreating him
with his
because
roots.
everything is connected to his body. Spoiler alert! I'm so sorry. I already gave y'all the warning earlier, but like, and I'm just
Bro,
watching. I'm just like,
yeah.
okay,
What
but
is
he's
this
doing it. He's
He
slime?
doing it
was
to fight the knockers and all. I'm
he was
like,
a crab for 200 years. Like, what is that,
man.
bro? I was like, what?
I personally don't get it. I'm still watching because when I started anime, I just that's what I'm doing with Boruto. So I'm just
No,
gonna
yeah,
keep
I was the
watching him.
same.
Keep
And
watching.
yeah, you're right. That might take the cake. But other than
Yeah.
that, there's Blue
That I
Lock is
haven't
going
even
crazy.
started that one.
Are you
Kidding me?
serious?
I'm cool with
Yeah.
MHA. I'm cool with MHA. I think it's at a really good spot. I think there's a lot to talk about. I think I can catch up in 7 days. No, 14 days. I say MHA. But we can
About
I'm with it.
discuss
I'm
offline.
with it. I'm with it. I mean, right now we're just, bullshitting and talking and everything. So, no, we could do My Hero Academia and then we can figure out some other stuff. So, again, to close, we'll be doing another podcast in 2 weeks. Again, we'll be doing My Hero Academia. We just talked about it. And then we'll be adding something we call Amanda segments. We just want to have her have a portion so she can be able to talk about maybe the culture and all her theories and yada yada. I'm not saying yada yada to like discredit her, dismiss her, but like
Hmm.
creative fucking name for it. So she'll have that, and then yeah, that's how we're gonna move forward. But this was just a pilot. This was just to get familiar with us. I'm probably gonna be the more belligerent one, cussing a lot. So if you don't fucking like me, I'm sorry. You give me feedback, tell me to stop cussing so much. And you got Amanda, fucking sweetheart, lying her ass off about
live.
all this shit because she's being recorded. But
I
yeah,
knew that was coming.
you'll get to know her. We'll pull out these fucking lies from her. And you got Krishan, calm-headed motherfucker. He's chilling, maxing. He wants to be Fresh Prince, but let's get with it. This is anime. You don't got to be cool and calm. You could be hot. You could be angry. You could be frustrated. But yeah,
Dramatic.
this was
What
just
happened?
this was just an icebreaker. So I do appreciate you guys for listening and joining in. So yeah, more to come. More to come. So I'll go ahead and pass it off to my peers, my friends, my co-hosts to say peace, whatever they want to do to end us off, and I'll just wrap it up.
Amanda, I'll go. Yeah, no, this is going to be a really exciting ride. We really just wanted to start it out with telling you guys a little bit about us, get to know us a little bit before we kind of jump into all of this craziness that is to come, and my crazy theories that just seem to pop in my head every second of the day. But it's going to be a ride. It's going to be an adventure. I don't even know what to expect. So I think that we'll do a really good job of keeping everybody else on their toes, or at least I hope so. Happy that you guys are here. If we have anyone out there listening, enjoy the ride. Strap in.
Strap
Strap
in.
in.
I like that.
Okay.
Strap in.
All right,
We
anime,
need
anime for three
seatbelts
about to
around
take
here.
off. Strap in.
Strap in. Anime of 3.
Before every episode, we just.
Oh my gosh.
uh, no, I'm for real. I cannot wait to do this journey, where it takes us and stuff. Like, Val started streaming on gaming and thought that it was just one viewer or something like that, and then gets affiliated. So you never know how things go and stuff like that.
Follow
So
me on
I'm
Fresh
excited.
Valentine.
Yeah, follow Fresh Valentine. But yeah, it's so good to kind of have it record, like I said, and just be able to look back at it because having those reactions and just sharing fears is nice and being able to remember them. So
100%.
on for the
100%.
ride.
Well, strap in, ladies and gents.
Buckle
Well,
up.
appreciate you guys for
Good
listening
luck.
to Anime for 3. We'll be catching y'all later.